Good morning, everyone. We have one of those rather interesting anecdotes or stories about what happened in the Old Testament today. It's from the book of Daniel, and we see King Belshazzar who raided the temples, and he used the gold and silver vessels that he had looted from the sanctuary in Jerusalem. And while he was sitting around having this banquet with all his friends, and they brought out all this gold and silver, and they were busy using these things, which are holy vessels essentially to the people. And while they were drinking from this hand appeared and wrote this message on the wall behind him. Just his hand. Well, he got a pretty big fright. Now, I remember that's in the time of Daniel, so therefore he turned to Daniel and said, "What does it all mean?" But I love the reaction of Belshazzar. It says, the king turned pale, his thigh joints went slack, and his knees began to knock. Well, sort of, if you've done something wrong and you've gone against God, well, maybe there's a message there. And he did. He reacted by simply saying, look, we need to follow what it is that Daniel is saying. We need to listen to his God, because clearly he knows what he's talking about, and he has a lot more power and influence than we do. If we move on then to the gospel of today, and again, it's Luke's gospel, chapter 21. And it is the gospel passage that we had last Sunday, not Christ the King, the previous Sunday. And it concludes by saying, your endurance will win you your lives. Remember that he also speaks about so much destruction, things that are going wrong in terms of the temples will be destroyed. Remember we spoke about the basilica, all the basilicas that we've got in Rome, all four of them. 3 of them have actually been through destruction and rebuilding, apart from Mary Major. But the other 3 have been through times of being broken down and rebuilt. And at the end of this, we sort of say, your endurance will win you your lives. Keep working at it, even if we are battling. Keep working at it. Be positive. I'm trying to bring the optimist out in here. Be positive. Look at the bright side. If we're having tough times, just remember that the good times are coming. We don't know when, but if we're positive, they'll happen. And so be cheerful in all that we do and embrace the Lord in our lives and stand proudly. You have a wonderful day and keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.